Hey guys, welcome to, I guess a short little review of Defender's Quest, Valley of the Forgotten. I got contacted by the dev to take a look at this game because it's getting a console release in, let me check my watch here, a few hours actually, I guess, because this will probably go up tomorrow. It's been on PC for, geez, like a year and a half, 2 years now. I think it came out, what am I going to say, December 7th, 2016 was when the DX version, I don't know what this thing, Director's Cut, I guess, the upgraded version came out, which replaced a prototype from like 2012, so it's actually been around for a long time. But it's coming out on PS4 on Tuesday, February the 20th, and on Xbox One the next day, on Wednesday, February the 21st. Why Xbox One is delayed one day? I don't know. You'd have to ask them. And by them, I guess I mean Microsoft. It's also apparently coming out to the Vita, but I couldn't get a release date out of him other than soon-ish. Not as soon as we like, but, you know. Vita needs more games, and this one is actually pretty sweet. Like, I could definitely, if I was going to play this, Vita would be my first choice to do it, just because of the kind of game it is. It's a weird hybrid of RPG and tower defense, where it's, you're gonna, yeah, let's just put up my save that I've been playing with here. It's a tower defense game, but all your towers are RPG characters, and so there's, I didn't check how many maps there are supposed to be total in the game, but you can see this map is actually pretty massive, so there's probably a lot here. I've done, what, two tutorial ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maps, so I'm a decent way into the game. I think I've got 4 of the 6 classes unlocked. Yeah, there's clearly 6 classes here. If you watch the trailer, one of them's a dragon, which is pretty fucking dope, so check that out. And I have made the possibly small mistake of going for quantity over quality here, but let's jump into one of the first maps. Actually, let's see if I can do the map after that to actually get some rewards out of it. So each map has 4 difficulties, but I don't know if the first one really counts. Like, it's going to default to put you on normal. You only do casual if you're having trouble, I guess. And you see that down here, the reward and the perfect bonus change as you increase difficulty. So I'm going to go to the next map here and see if I can't do this on extreme and show you guys what this is like here. So my biggest gripe so far with the game is that when you start a map, it's not paused. You definitely want to pause it. You can play it with the keyboard. I've been playing it entirely with the mouse, which when I actually first booted it up to check it out, it was on a tablet at an airport, and the fact that you can play this entirely with a mouse is a huge selling point when you're in that situation. So there's that. So we're going to put Slack here, and then I'm going to give him some support with Kenzamon. We'll put Wokolan down here and put Cask there. I haven't, oh actually, I recall you and put you just a little bit over, thank you. And I think we want these guys down there as backup. So you've got 2 resources here, HP, which is your person's health. If you lose that, you lose the map. It's happened a lot. And you've got Psi, which is what you use to cast these spells up here, and most importantly, to recruit and upgrade your guys. So I'm going to put Keta, I actually want to put Keta down here if I can. I think that's going to give her more coverage on this area here, is if I do it there. And we'll take Ayumi, and I'm just going to basically do this symmetrically, I guess. And then, I mean, that's going to give me a lot of coverage there. So I guess I want the same thing here, where I'm getting everything on the left, and then people going up the right, and then any last stragglers on the tower. And then I've got these healers. They're not great. I'm not a huge fan of the healers, but they definitely could be worse. And then I've only got 2 ice mages, and I feel like I want a million more, but I don't have access to 1,000,000 more ice mages. Okay, and then I've got 75 left to actually upgrade my guys with here, so I definitely need to spend 60 to get these guys to actually learn Ether Flash. So, okay, let me step back for a minute and kind of go through this. So we've got all our guys, and you can see here they've got levels. I've got level 6 Ice Mage, level 7 Berserker, level like 6 Healer. But they also can be boosted with your Sai, which gives them access to different abilities. And at the end of the map, the boost wears off, so you don't get to keep double hit all the time. You have to actually invest in it. So, you know, to get a level 7 Berserker, it costs, whatever Berserkers cost, 25 Sai. To get a double hitting Berserker, it's going to cost you 75 Sai. And as you kill enemies, just like in any tower defense, you're going to get more Sai. So as the game progresses, you can start upgrading these guys and stuff. But you might also want to be using your Sai to, say, raise the attack of all your defenders for like 14 seconds. Or to just shoot guys that get outside the range of your towers. There are sometimes enemies that will attack your towers, which is actually something that's not common in tower defense, I don't think. Unless you, like, screw up and you wall them off, then they'll break your shit. But so there is a healing spell. You don't get to really decide the path. Like, the path's pretty predetermined. You just kind of lay along the side. It's not like in, I remember playing some tower defense games. I want to say there was a South Park tower defense game where you could just kind of place anywhere and you had to build the wall. You had to build the maze as well as, like, the towers on it, which I kind of like that this is a little more simplified. It's a lot more focused on, like, the RPG kind of aspect of it. So with 75 Sai, I'm thinking I want to upgrade one of the archers. And I'm looking, and most of the guys are coming through the blue. You see there's sometimes multiple exits on the map, and they'll tell you which wave is coming through which. So the blue one is where most of the first guys are coming. If I upgrade her, she gets a little bit of a range buff, and she gets triple shot. I think that's what I'm going to do for my first upgrade, but there is a part of me that's like, no, you should be upgrading these healers so they actually do anything. It's not much, it's like 3 damage. More to dark foes, which I've never actually looked at the enemies that closely to see. Yeah, I think I'm going to upgrade the healers. There it is. There's my other healer. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sick. That's definitely the reason that I haven't made videos in forever, is because I'm sick and not because of other things getting in the way. So I'm going to turn it on to speed 2 here. There's also multiple variable speeds, which is a really nice addition when you don't want to wait for these guys. Okay, I'm going to turn it down to speed 1 and just see how things are going. It looks like we're handling it pretty well, but not fantastically. So now that I've got 50, I'm going to upgrade you to get the double hit, and let's see how we're going now. I think everybody else is going to be able to take this here. So there won't be any stragglers coming through in a minute. But it looks like we're letting a lot through this. I kind of don't want them getting through this corridor. Now there's only 4 guys coming through this end, so I'm probably going to need to upgrade one of these really quickly here. The minute I can upgrade Slide. In fact, why is he not taking damage? That's like really concerning. He's just not taking damage. Armored Revenant. Am I just like actually not strong enough to hurt these guys right now? I mean, I can hit them with lightning, but that's not exactly what I want to be using all my Sai on. So let's have you hit the guys at the end. And then hit the guys at the beginning. I need more Sai. Oh no, okay, so I don't think this is going to go too well, but I can kill this one once I kill some more slugs here. Oh god, this is all coming apart so quickly. Please give me just enough Sai. Boom, okay, so I won't take that guy. Oh, there are a lot of these things. Okay, so this is a disaster. Oh geez, here we go. Okay, let's just turn this up to speed 16 and die here. Okay. So I can't do that one. You do, however, get experience every time you lose, so, you know, there's no harm in trying. So what do we got on this one? River Ghoul, Water Fiend. Oh, they're swimming once again. Okay. Let's try, you know, this map I didn't perfect, so let's go back and do this map on normal. Because I should be able to do that no problem now. Enemy levels 2 to 6, whereas my whole team's 7. Yeah, and like I said, I noticed there was a cap on how many guys you could have, so I just, instead of upgrading these guys' equipment. I have been upgrading my entire fighting force and just filling out my ranks here so I can just spam units. So we've got red and blue. They're coming through red first, so we're going to want to go one on each side there. We definitely want archers checking out. I actually kind of want archers like here. And there, and then I'll want ones there and there. And I suppose once I can slow them there with ice mages, and then we just kind of want like an onslaught of soldiers along here. The healers, I'm not a huge fan of the healing class, so I think I'm going to actually use the rest of my points to upgrade that archer. The blue one will get an upgrade as soon as I can, but I think we're good to go here. I want to finish a map and hopefully level somebody up just so I can show the RPG stuff. Like, you can see that you can easily go back and just kind of cream maps. Like, you can grind it out if you're willing to put the time and the patience in. You need to boost so that you can actually kill these guys in a reasonable time. Although she is my like story character, so she has actual upgrades, whereas the rest of my equipment doesn't really have actual upgrades. So that's probably why she's able to just solo that lane while he cannot. So we should probably upgrade. You're gonna need 80. It should come any second now. That'll get you killing people a lot harder and a lot faster. I'd like to give you the triple shot so you can also take people through when they come in, but I think we got this. I think I can turn this up to like speed 4 and just kind of get this going. Give you the triple shot, and you know what? I honestly don't need you, so let's recall you. And I'll show you off the recalling. So you can actually move people around to different lanes if you feel that you need to. Like I kind of did there. I feel like this archer's going to do a lot more on that lane than he is on this one. I think my fighters can handle this up here. Yeah, like I think we got this. I think I honestly recruited way too many fighters. Like let's boost that so they actually get a slow. You're probably going to need the next boost just so you can do more on that lane. But I think the waves, it's basically over here. Yeah. We got it unharmed, so I get my extra bonus now for going unharmed. I didn't level up anybody up, which is unfortunate. I wanted to show off that, but I guess I could probably just do it here. If I go in here, you can see. So everybody's got different skill trees. You've got your own skill tree for the different spells, and I guess I'm maybe halfway through the game because I unlocked half the stuff. And there's equipment. Actually, I don't have any book. I didn't even realize the main character had equipment. So there's different swords and armor. Although the berserkers can't use armor. And changed. I've got sackcloths. I don't think I have anything lying around as far as armor. Berserkers, you have different skill trees. Archers have different skill trees. Healers have different skill trees. You can kind of spec where you want. So at first I was just kind of putting my point into whatever I'd put 1 point in all the passives and then I'd just cap out my actives, but as I went into the full quantity thing, I realized I should probably actually be putting all my points in slash because I can't afford to upgrade these guys as much, so having better basic attack would be better, but you know, it's a learning exercise. There is a story, so let's try and see if I can actually progress on the next map here, and I'll show you guys just a small piece of the story. What do we got? These armored guys again? Absorb 14 to 22. I might not be able to kill those guys either. They might be in the same situation again. So apparently this story is written by an actual English major. That was one of the selling points I saw in the trailer and on the description. As an English major, I can say that's not a huge... it's not a big selling point. I'm pretty sure my BA didn't teach me how to write. Now if it was a creating writing major, I'd respect it a little more, but definitely know how to read when you're an English major anyway. Okay, this should really start on pause. We only have one gate. Oh, this is actually going to be super easy. Oh, and we get to totally surround them. Okay. So these guys are just kind of like fucked at this point. Definitely want that and that, and then we're going to have you there, you there, you there, and can I get That'll work, okay. We definitely want some ice mages, freezing anybody that gets out of here. That should work, actually. And I should probably have a healer on each of these just in case. Okay, so there's our team. Now I gotta figure out who we're upgrading. And honestly, I think Slack is my go-to man here. Give Slack the double hit, and maybe give him so he's actually doing damage, and then let's see how that goes. Let's speed that up so we can get them to spawn a lot faster. Thank you. New Revenant have our... Okay, so you see how I was fighting them before I'd even been tutorialized on them. Okay, so I can do a small amount of damage here, but that's not as much as I'd like. I can't Frenzy. It's 35 psi. We're gonna run into a small issue right away here. I think I may need to just kind of let these guys... Oh jeez, there's like 3 waves of them. Oh fuck, okay. So, I might lose this actually. Let's just turn this up a little bit here. Am I supposed to fight guys to increase armor? Strike one with crystals with lightning. Past it. Strike the crystals with lightning. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's pretty dope. Okay, so I'll let these guys come through here, and then... There we go, that's kind of cool. That's an interesting mechanic, where I get to just blow up and with lightning. I really should be doing more for my guys here. Can you slow this down? You need to boost. I can't boost anybody else, but you should be able to take everybody else out as they straggle through, hopefully. I think we're fucked here. Let's... kill some of these guys here. I think this will work, though, actually. If I go down to quarter speed... Okay, no, I do still have guys coming through the middle there. Can I boost another one of you guys? Will that give... That'll give me enough attack them doing damage here. I hope he can kill those. Doesn't look like he's gonna get that one, but there we go. Solved that problem. And as for the rest of these, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this shit. I don't know if I can do this. How much do they get through when they do 7, I assume? Oh, final hit, 18. Oh, Jesus. How many are there? There's going to be a lot of those. Let's see if we can't just upgrade all our archers. Who's my good archer? Yeah, you're my good archer. I need a lot more to upgrade you. Crap. Well, once all the red guys are through, I can take these fighters and move them. I don't think they're going to do much moved, but... I can spam these guys. I might be able to kill one. Okay, so then these are all armored guys, so we're gonna recall you, and put you guys down here. And maybe blast that guy with light. I don't know if this is gonna work well. If I can get them all clumped up around this crystal, I can probably take some of them out. But there's going to be a good, like, I guess those 5 are going to get through if I let those guys kill those guys on the crystal. Okay, so you're done. We're going to recall you and move you here. You're also basically done. I'm going to recall you and move you here. Recall you. You're still okay. Why are you not doing anything? And I have an ice mage to put down here. She'll slow everybody and I should be able to lightning bolt the crystal here. Once they're all within range of this crystal. Looks like now. There we go. Let's take them out. And then the rest of these guys I'm not going to be able to do much of anything with, so we're going to recall them all. This is something they teach you in one map where you can actually like pull the guys out and move them around, which is incredibly useful and like super cool. Let's see if I can't just buff like... shoot, I didn't want to do that. Can't buff like one of these guys to be really good here. them slowed and then get like another fighter on here. Doesn't look like it. Can you do anything to them? Doesn't look like it. No, that was a mistake. Well, let's see if I can kill any of these on my own. I got one. I feel like you're not going to be able to do much here. And can I stick the Ice Mage here? Does a little bit, but not much. There. Okay, so we can kill some of these. So I think I'm actually going to succeed here, but I'm not going to get the perfect bonus. But you can see, like, I'm maybe 10 maps in, and already the difficulty started to ramp up pretty significantly. But I think that's because I did the dumb, like, quantity over quality thing here. Can I put him, if I was faster on the clicks, I could do this. But I don't think it's going to help. No. Okay. Survived, but with injuries. That's acceptable right now. So we get some level ups. Oh man, we get level ups. Okay. So I'm actually going to follow my own advice here and upgrade these guys' basic stuff. You should probably also upgrade your basic stuff. These guys, what do they even do here? Group heal. I think it was circles were actives. Yeah, and these are passives. Blind all attacks, heal. I'd rather you do more damage. But I'll make sure you have the heal, I suppose. And then you freeze to ice ball, which is the basic. I definitely want ice ball to freeze. That's a given. Not being able to get sleet is acceptable. So you can kind of change and customize your party members. I'm basically just kind of giving them all the same thing. So yeah, there is a story so it definitely leans more towards the RPG than the tower defense. And I learned Crystal. Deals 3d10 damage to foes within 2 tiles explode. Oh, is that the... Oh, so I can place crystals now to fight the armored guys. That's pretty dope. So now I could feasibly actually do this. Seems unlikely still, but, you know, we can believe, right? Probably do like one of these. So there's definitely a reason to go back and do older things because you definitely get sweeter gear, which makes it easier for you to do the harder maps that you start to get to. But imagine we're going to go through this cave and come out here, and then go through this town and come up here, and then probably hit like a cave here. It's still, like, it's a pretty big map, so I imagine there's a lot to do yet, but... And there is a tips and tricks button that tells you all sorts of helpful little things. Mostly, I think it told you to go back and do other stuff. There are towns where you can go in and you can recruit new people. Okay, yeah, down here, weapons. You can upgrade your equipment. Bows for the archers, staves for the healers, and things. You can sell the old equipment. Get armor for not the berserkers. Heavy armor for the ice mages. Light armor for everybody else. And you can recruit new guys. I've got a decent amount, so my class is full there. I can pick up another ranger, healer, ice mage, and I feel like I want a third ice mage before anything else. So let's customize her. Let's make her purple. You always want purple everything. Purple, purple. I can't get purple hair. Settle for the red hair. Make her like a weird ghost. We can make her whatever skin tone we want. I'm gonna go with weird ghost. Random names. I've just been using random names. I haven't been putting too much effort into it. Again, I should probably actually be upgrading my equipment, but quantity over quality. At the very least, there are some maps where there is... Can I find one here? There are some maps where there are 3 spawn points, so having at least 3 of every unit is my starting ideal, I suppose. Maybe I've been slowly upgrading the armor, but I'm still running into problems now, so I guess if you do pick it up, that's my pro tip, is make sure you actually upgrade your armor. Don't just decide to go with 6 barbarians because you realize that 6 is the cap, so why wouldn't you have 6 at all times? Although it's definitely helpful to just spam the attacks. I'm trying to think if there's anything else like I want to mention about this game. It's really sweet. It's definitely... I'm enjoying it. I actually Funny story, the dev gave me the code. I actually already own the game. I probably picked it up in a Humble Bundle because it's been in 2 Humble Bundles. If you want to check it out, there is a demo available on Steam, which props to what's the dev's like company name? Level Up Labs. Props to you guys for having, I don't know if it's just the one guy, if it's probably not a one guy team. Maybe it's a one guy team, I don't know. Props to you guys for having a demo. Like, that's something that maybe it's just because I'm an old ass bitch, but I remember demos and they were sweet, and I wish more games had demos. So props for having a demo out there. It's currently on sale because Steam's having their like Year of the Dog Lunar sale, so you can get it for like a third of the price right now if you want to pick it up on Steam. Otherwise, it is going to come out on PS4 tomorrow, because I'm probably putting this video up on Monday morning. So it'll come out on PS4 tomorrow, which will be Tuesday, and then it'll come out on Xbox One on Wednesday. I don't think there's going to be any sort of price discount on those platforms, because those aren't the kind of platforms that do that. And in fact, you know, if you've the kind of person that buys like every single bundle that comes out, you probably already own it from a Humble Bundle. So check out your library and fucking play the game, because it is really sweet. Yeah, there's at least 2 classes I haven't. Oh yeah, I just bought her. So even when you buy a new person, you can level them up. Let's make sure she has something to upgrade to. Chilled Ice Ball. Go slowed. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Yeah, the RPG aspect is really nice. It definitely gives you a lot of replayability, being able to go back and do old maps and upgrade your equipment and try harder challenges. I'm glad it's challenging, because like the first probably around here is where I was like, okay, this game's getting pretty easy. And I went back and did the second one here, and I just got wrecked. I'm like, okay, so there's something here. And then I've got to over here, like over in this area, even the first like doing things on, like you see these last 2 maps, I haven't been able to do perfect. Even doing them on normal, I'm having trouble. So there's definitely a lot of meat here, and I think the price was only like, again, I'm in Canadian dollars, so it's like fake money, but it's a sweet price point too. Like, you should definitely pick it up if you're at all into tactical stuff. Like, I'm a huge fan of FFT, which I think I've said in basically every series I've ever done. And this kind of scratches that itch. I'm not one for tower defense, but the RPG aspects really make it kind of appealing to me. So check it out, Defender's Quest. It's on Steam. I'll have a link to the Steam page in the description if you want to pick it up there. Otherwise, check your, I don't even own a PS4 Xbox One. What do they call it? The Sony store and the is it still the Xbox One Arcade or Xbox Arcade thing? I don't know. Check the console versions out. Those come out this week, so take a look. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. Have a good one. Bye for now.